My good friend Nabe, a youth from the Ogie community, and the premise we are here is Bishomuga conference, where we are converging as youths and really discussing about how the youths can be involved in land rights and land ownership.
Today we are in Bishop Muge for a conference with youths from Ogie community, and the main purpose we are here is to create space for youths in land rights issues. This workshop has been organized by CIPDP Youth together with International Land Coalition.
Jeff Kitale Indigenous Peoples Development Project was established in the year 2003, and later on it has grown and joined International Land Coalition as one of the members of ILC. Today we are here to witness and support the youth during their training under the program of the youth, that is building a future for the youth, which is a program that ILC supported one of our interns who works with us.
I am one of the fellows from Africa that took part in the fellowship program that was prepared by the ILC that was supposed to take part in 2021-2022. We are here because we've been undergoing a training and a fellowship program for 1 year with the ILC, and part of the program was to come up with an action plan that was to be implemented, and that is why we're here.
Sisi tumekuja hapa kusomea kuhusu land rights, maisha ya kwetu huko Mount Elgon, alafu na tusomee tena leadership na how we can fight for our rights. My expectation nikitoka hapa niwe ninajua my rights, how can I own my land, nijue tofauti ya personal land na community land.
Basically we've discussed a few things, and I'm very happy that are coming out strongly, that as youths based in the constitution, it also provides that we have equal rights to own property and use it sustainably. So we have had a capacity build, and I think next we will be engaging as youths, as our mission has been really to have capacity on how we can engage as youths during maybe legislations to ensure that most of us get involved in land issues as in relation to use, which should be sustainable use of resources.
It is because youths are not taking part, or they are not following up issues on land rights, so we saw it better for them to come here so that we create awareness on land rights, since we come from indigenous community, which is basically a communal land, but we have not achieved those the rights. We don't own our land communally yet, so we are here to create that awareness to the youth with little knowledge on what is going on. And also being a young woman from the community, it is important for me to be here so that at least I can encourage other young women to take part actively in issues of community, since if an issue happens now, God forbid eviction happens, the affected people are the women, since they become more vulnerable than anyone. That is why I'm here to create that awareness and to encourage them more to take part in land right issues.
We want to get as many youths as possible into our movement to champion for the land rights that for a very, very long time we've been having problems with. And the main reason we are here is to get this new blood into the system. And we also want to have them into the leadership positions, so that as we transit from the old generation and having the new generation coming in, we also get to have that the new blood has been incorporated. The transition should be so smooth. That is why we are having this program, which is training them on leadership, land rights, and also having to know how to manage the forest-based resources that we have in our land in Mount Elgon, Chepkitale.
I've dealt really with the issues pertaining the ancestral land, that is the Chepkitale, and putting in some issues as in how we have really lived in Chepkitale, bearing in mind that it is an area that is really covered by forest, and how have we been pertaining with our activities in relation to conservation. And I've really encouraged my fellow youths to ensure that when we talk about sustainability, it's all about how can we coexist with the forest, making sure that we are not really destroying the forest. And it has come out clearly that we have some lively activities that are friendly to the ecosystem, like making sure that we have like pig keeping. There's also the livestock keeping, and these lively activities ensure that conservation is to the maximum.
So today, from yesterday, we've been having training or capacity building for the selected youth whom the organization feels that they can be a future for this organization and the community. Today also marks the end of this training. There have been other programs that we've been doing. This is one of the last initiatives that we worked with the youth. As a board of directors, we have listened to what the youth wish to do within the land rights. And it's come out that youth need space so that they can also be part and parcel of those ones who will be moving the agenda on land rights in the future.
Currently, we have started with approximately 15 youths from all across, from the entire Mount Elgon and also Bungoma from Trans Nzoia County, which entirely is the community that resides majorly in the upper part of Mount Elgon, which is Chepkitale. So this is just the beginning, but we intend to have a movement of close to more than 200 or 300 or 400 youths, so that we can get to conquer this war that we are in, to advocate for land rights, to advocate for the rights of the youths, to advocate for the community interest to be achieved. All this can only be done if we have and empower and build the capacity of the youths that we are doing right now as we start.
You cannot capacity build people in 1 day or 2 days. This is a start, and I think with the support of other partners, we would wish to engage them more and also build a critical number that will be able to advance the agenda of the youth when it comes to land rights and natural resources. Because the people who need resources, the people who need land are youth, because they still have the energy. They are the people who are becoming the future generation in this program. And I think ILC headquarters thought seriously to bring up this program that aims to build future leaders in ILC work.
The response was good, because the youths are willing to join the struggle, and that is after I learned that most of them lack information and most of them lack knowledge on what is going on. Some of them believe, some of them are not even aware that there are still struggles, or there are still issues that are being followed. So through this conference, we were able to learn that, and we were able to tell them what exactly is the progress of our land issues, especially in courts. Hence, they have shown the interest of joining the struggle of the community. So the response was good.
And I hope youths have learned something about the issues of legal and how they can intermingle it with the land rights issues and the land and how they can use the resources sustainable. And I hope with these programs as they go on, youths will be able to know how to go way forward now and have a capacity that they can go and fight for their rights using the legal procedures that have been stated by our constitution, the National Land Commission, Land Act which of 2016, which has provided a lot of avenues for the communities or for the minority communities like Ogiek to seek for justice and the legal redress for their issues that they affect the community.
We have ensured that as youths, we want to really make sure that we enter into platforms, especially we have to learn more from the elders who used the customary land rights, and the land looked more conserved than ever before. And also, we have encouraged ourselves as youths to ensure that the customary laws which are put in our community, that's the community bylaws, we need really to go and have them at the fingertips because we are the next generations.
Currently, the program is for Ogiek of Mount Elgon, and it is a program that has been sponsored by International Land Coalition in collaboration with CIPDP, and that is because we want to ensure that our youth from Ogiek of Mount Elgon are well versed with land right issues, but we have programs to network and to also involve other indigenous youths from different communities such as Ogiek of Mau, Sengwer from Cherangany, and even Yaku and Faras away from Boni.
Yes, I think what we are doing is that the few who are here have been mentored from last year since this program of the youth fellowship under the youth leader who is Shimron Kipto. He has been working with them at individual levels. This training is just a culmination of the entire program. But from here, the youth who have been here should be able to now go and help and bring others and mentor others in the community, as we also look for other partners who are able to support this initiative. This initiative is likely to transcend even to other communities like in Benet in Uganda, the Sengwer in Cherangany, and many others, especially from the indigenous communities who actually also have suffered when it comes to issues of land, because most of their land was actually taken away by either the colonialists or they have been taken by the conservation agencies.
From the interactions we had, the enthusiasm that is with the youths is just so much overwhelming, because these are people who had other engagements, but they took their time, they came, and from what we've been discussing, from what they have been saying, from what we've been deliberating on, I feel they have that urge, and they feel, I feel that what we've been doing here is what we are going to accomplish, because we will now have focal points at the level down there in the community, and it will just be a great thing, because working with a group of people who know what we want as a community is just the best thing ever.
One thing that I noticed is that there's a big gap, because when we are trying to bring up some issues, you will find that quite a number of youth are not aware of a lot of critical issues which can enable them to actually fight for their rights when it comes to land rights and many other rights, or many other even human rights aspects. So their capacity is down. And I think it is a wake-up call even to us as an organization that we need these people. But they are so enthusiastic, or they are so eager to learn. And I know quite a number of them from the discussions we have had informally, they've learned a lot. And I know there are quite a number at the moment who are already encouraged. And I think they will be, with the good support, they will be ready to actually take the agenda of the International Land Coalition and the CIBDP to the next level.
It is one step at a time. You're not supposed to understand everything in one day, but through that interest of wanting to know information, with time they'll be able to catch up and they'll be able to understand exactly our land issues as Ogiek community. Hence they should not be feel left out, but they'll rather join the struggle step by step. They will be able to understand better.
What I can only encourage my fellow youths as we go home is that let's ensure that we go and really practice the conservation part of it. Try to be good and ensure that we go and engage in policy to ensure that, because most of the moment we find out that policies are regulated now and then, and they come out when we are not aware as youths. And I really encourage them that let's go and read some international principles that guides the land use and land rights. And let us go and ensure also that we really go and exchange ideas with our fellow youths who have not really participated in this training.
From this, I think our strategy is to see that we also include more partners on this. But I think to make this work very, very effective, we have to take this thing right down there to the communities. Some of these trainings be done in the community so that at least more youth can get involved. Apart from that, CIBDP is also lucky to be having a community radio station, which we want to, as an organization, as CIBDP, we want to be giving, might be every week, some time for the youth to come and discuss issues to do the land rights through the radio. And through the community radio, many people will have to listen to it, because over 40-something thousand people listen to it. And therefore, if the youth are given some space to come and do some presentations through the radio, I think many people will get the information across the region.
For me, the training has been very good. The interactive sessions, we've really had a good time with the youths. They are speaking out their minds. They are speaking out what they want, how they want things to be done, how they want to be involved in each and every decision that is being made concerning the youths, and that is majorly having them on board in any decisions that are being made, having them at the table of the decision making. That is the critical point that we've been advocating for. That is why we have this training, the training on leadership, so that at least we can build their capacity, so that they can know what it takes to be a leader and what a leader needs to do. And having gone through this leadership and training and on land rights, we will get leaders from there. And the intention of all this is not just to have them finish the program and then we forget about all this that we've been doing. It's getting to understand and then making the follow-ups. And we have an intention of even coming up with a youth council that will cater for the needs of the youths from the community, and also have their interest being aired to all these platforms that need the policy changes. We also intend to have a department at the host organization, that is Chepkitale Indigenous Development People's Projects. We want to also be there, be part of the change making, because it's an organization that has been fighting for the rights of the community for close to 20 years right now. And as the top leadership is getting old, if I may say so, we also need people who will come and fill these positions. And we want good leaders who have the community's interest at heart, to be able to come on board and take up these positions. Thank you.